All right, welcome back. And I don't know, we have no idea why we lost our broadcast, but we are back, and looks like some of you are trickling back on. So apologize for the we just lost internet, and I have no idea why, but let me know that we're back on as we get back on. Um, Sorry for the interruption. The Nooks did score a run. It's 3-2 now. As changeup by Gage Webster, right down the middle, called a ball. One ball, one strike. Nobody on, nobody out. We're in the top of the sixth inning. Big left-hander Gage Webster now in the ball game. Another good pitch, called a ball. Right on the black, and it was called a ball. 2 balls and a strike, the pitch. Swing and a miss, another good changeup, and it's 2-2. 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error for the Miners. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Chinooks. We play on here, top of the 6th, a 2-2 count. And that's right off our camera. Awesome. And we'll have to reset it. This is like we need something else to do. All right, I think we're back, and hopefully we can avoid other disruptions to the broadcast. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 runners on, nobody out in the 6th. 3-2 our score. Good ball game going on here. Chinooks just committed their first error of the night. A bunt to third base. Matheson threw it off the runner. And so now it's an 0-2 count on the 9-hitter, Sebastian Tomerlin. The 0-2. Strike 3 called. Right on the corner. Perfect pitch. That'll be strikeout number 7 of the night for Nooks pitching. And the first, I'm sorry, that's not right. 3rd strikeout for Gage Webster. Gage Webster, 6'4", 210, a left-handed sophomore from Vanguard University, has come on to pitch the 5th, and now he's in the 6th. Leadoff single by Bajarana. That was his first hit in Alaska. And Thurston laid out a bunt that was thrown away by Matheson and a strikeout. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup. This is Steven Lancia for the second time. He came on and pitched hit for Nolan Tucker in the fourth. And now he's up there with 2 on and 1 out in the sixth. Big lefty Gage Webster, the pitch. Changeup gets away from him a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. I have no idea why we lost internet. That's a mystery that we, for the moment, have solved. Then we had a ball come right off the camera. And so we'll go from here. The 1-1. A good strike right there, right on the inside corner, right at the knees. Lancia didn't like it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 aboard. The Miners trying to add to a 3-2 lead here in the sixth. Had some tough calls go the Miners' way here in the last couple of minutes. And played first base on Ryan Callahan. It sure appeared from our vantage point that Cooper Vest came way off the bag to take the throw. Callahan almost beat it out anyways. I thought he might have beat it out, but either way, Vest came way off the bag to take the throw, and the umpire at first called him out. They circled up the umpires, and nobody saw it. The only one that could have seen it was the home plate umpire, and he either wasn't looking or missed it. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Boy, really good changeup right there. And that's 2 in a row for Gage Webster. 4 strikeouts for Gage, 8 strikeouts for Chinook pitching. And 2 outs, 2 on, and it's Caleb Hanna's now. Well, let me know how the pictures are coming through. Greg, thanks for the verification that we are coming through now. I'm still just frustrated and somehow lost internet. We tried about 4 different ways to get hooked back on and finally found one. So glad we're back on for you. And we're as frustrated as you are to lose connectivity here for a little while, but we'll be thankful for being back on. There's a wild pitch that gets away from Wilhoit, and that'll move 2 runners into scoring position. Well, that's a big pitch right there. Because now you really got to work hard. You got a base open. And a left-hander waiting on deck. So Caleb Hanna's tonight 0 for 3. A grounder to short, a couple of fly balls to center field. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hanna's 254 on the season, 12 RBIs. Key spot in this game, and we'd love to keep it a 1-run game right here. Hanna's in the last week is hitting 385. Here's the 1-2. Another good changeup, a good block by Wilhoit to save a run. Deuce is Wild on the board with 2 in scoring position for the Miners here in the 6th. Hold on to a 3-2 lead. Come the set and the 2-2. Popped out of play. We'll do it again.
That foul ball brought to you by Carlson Law Group.
Miners 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Chinooks 2-3, and well, they have none, but we're gonna have to double check that. The 2-2, foul tip. And they were talking about an error. You were asking about an error on the Miners. On them?
Yeah, well, I never recorded them there.
an error on them would have come from. They've got an error on the board up there. Yeah. 2-2 pitch, fouled off again. They may have. It wasn't an error when they flipped it to second on that fielder's choice. That play, I don't. That's not an error. It's just a fielder's choice. Because doesn't appear as though there's any other play in this ball game, other than you asked about the play, and that may be what they deemed that juggle by Audie in right field. And he was coming home. If he wasn't coming home, it would have been an error. Swing and a miss, got him. Struck out the side, and nice job by Gage Webster to put a 0 on the board. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 6. It's a one-run game, 3-2. All right, John Whitney just hit an infield single. It was a tough chance for the new second baseman is Braden Rogers. He came in and bobbled it a bit, but I don't know if he comes up clean with that, if he even gets John. So we're going to give him an infield single. Runner at first is a tying run. Here's Ty Beck. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Ty Beck struck out swinging and walked. So 0 for 1 on the night for Ty. .231 on the summer for Chinook first baseman, and it's 2-0. That ball's well off the plate. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, 3-2 Miners. Thanks for hanging in there with us. Swing and a miss, boy, big slider. And Ty swings through it. 2 balls and a strike. 231, 15 for 65. 1 double, 9 RBIs for Ty. Here's the 2-1. That's going to miss outside. 3-1. Vincent Bianchi, the new pitcher, 6'3", 190, a right-handed junior from St. John's, a Middletown, New Jersey native. He came on with 1 out in the 5th inning and struck out 2 Chinooks. The pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 3-2. Well, you might think about starting the runner here with a 3-2 count. We'll see how they want to play it. The kick not going, and he missed inside. A walk to Ty Beck, and there's 2 on, nobody out. First walk for Vincent Bianchi. That's 5 walks on the night for Miner pitching. Here's Kevin Duran, the 9-hitter. Duran walked with the bases loaded his last time up, got an RBI. He got hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning, so does not have an official at bat yet, and you'd likely see now here a sacrifice bunt as well. First and second, no one out in a one-run game. Move those runners over. There's the bunt, right back to Bianchi. He's going to have to make a good throw, and he did. Boy, nicely done there by Bianchi. His weight was on his right foot. He just kind of flicked his wrist. So, could have been disastrous for the Miners. It'll be a sacrifice, and that'll move both runners along. So, good job by Kevin Duran to do his job. Now it's Austin Young. Audio for 3 tonight. We saw this at Matsu. He went 0 for 3 in his first 3 at-bats, or 0 for 2, and then he went 3 for 3 late in that ball game. Slider catches the outside corner, strike 1. 3-6-0 for the Miners, 2-4-1 for the Chinooks. 0-1. That's off the plate. Tried to go again to that slider away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Infielders are in for the Miners. Bianchi from the set. The pitch. Same pitch. That's even further outside. 2-1. Big opportunity here for Austin Young. 274 on the summer. He's got 4 doubles and 7 RBI. Here's the 2-1. And, ooh, that ball was over the plate. Looked to be a little bit up, but got the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You need to get something done right here. Big at bat in this ball game. A 1 runner. 2-2 pitch. And, boy, it looked like he tried to throw that slider a little too hard. Didn't move much. And it was off the plate. So now it's a full count on Austin Young. And waiting on deck, Ryan Lanasio. Bianchi, the deep breath, the payoff, and he missed it. Boy, he's thrown a bunch of those sliders. Only one of them caught the plate. So the walk has been a little bit of a bugaboo for the Miners this ball game. Second walk of the inning for Bianchi. And the bases are full of Chinooks with only 1 out. And you got Ryan Lanasio, 298 on the summer, 11 RBI. First pitch. And he goes back to the slider. Off the plate, ball 1. Leo doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Walked in the first, grounded out to second base in the third, and a leadoff double in the 5th. Misses inside. There's the fastball. And it's high and inside. 2-0. So now you're going to get a visit from the pitching coach. And I think this is a visit. I don't know. I'm going to look at the last week here for the Chinooks. In the last week, Leo is batting .231. Ryan Callahan in the last week, 143. And on the season, there's a pretty good difference in their averages as well. So I'm looking at those numbers and I'm saying, do I want to give up 2 runs on a hit, maybe 3 on a gapper to a guy who's right at 300? Callahan waiting on deck really isn't that far off, 282. So pick your poison here. Here comes the 2-0. There's that slider, and again, it's well off the plate, and Lancia didn't like the call, but sure looks like it's out from here. We're offset to the left, as you can tell, but looks like that's off the plate. Pretty good spot, though, and it's 3-0 to Leo. And that one catches the heart of the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Well, what you have to do here is stay out of that double play. 3-1 pitch. Missed inside, ball 4. Came back with a fastball. And Leo was going to get an easy RBI third walk of the inning for Bianchi. Everybody moves up a station, and the Nooks have tied it. Now it is Ryan Callahan. Base hit in the first inning, an infield single right down the third base line. Fly ball in shallow right that the second baseman caught, and a little comebacker to the mound. Check swing, did not go, ball one. That's a pretty good pitch right there. That's better. That probably should have been a called strike. And Lancia didn't like it, and neither did the minor dugout. 1 ball, no strikes on Ryan Callahan. We're tied at 3. The 1-0 swing and a miss. Oh, he's going to live and die with that slider. And you just got to go with it. He's pretty much commanding it on the outer half. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. That was a good one that had some good bite to it low. And it's 1-2. Now, a little shorten up here, and a little 2-strike approach. He's going fast. 1-2. Little fly ball, shallow right, and coming in, and you make the catch. The runner's going to be sent. Here comes the throw to the plate, and safe. Tied back. The throw came up the third base line, and Lancia had to move up the line to take it. And when he moved up the line, Ty slid behind him. And the Nooks take the lead. A sac fly by Ryan Callahan. So the Nooks come back and score 2, and it's 4-3. RBI sacrifice for Ryan Callahan. Now it's Blake Wilhoit with 2 on and 2 outs. Time called. And I don't know, Mr. Umpire. Well, the truth is that Bianchi has been working lightning fast here in this inning in terms of his pace of play. And sometimes the hitter does have a right to just slow down a bit. 0-1. And there's a good pitch. 0-2. Sometimes you just don't step out. You get back in there, and Bianchi's going to go in a little heartbeat. It's going to miss up. I don't know if that's a different pitch, or sometimes it just doesn't bite like it does sometimes, but that ball stayed up in the zone. 1-2. That's going to miss low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 Chinooks aboard. They've taken the lead with 2 runs here in the 6th. 4-3. Vincent Bianchi, the pitch. Fouled straight back. And thankfully that didn't get up to our camera. It shakes the chain link but doesn't knock us offline. The next 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss, got him. So that'll do it for the Chinooks. Strikeout for Bianchi. That'll be 3 strikeouts for the relief pitcher from St. John's and 6 strikeouts for minor pitching. But the Chinooks do get 2 runs on 1 hit. They'll leave 2 on. We're headed to the 7th inning. Almost time to stretch it out at the ballpark. Nooks lead 4-3. Cooper Vest to lead it off for the Miners here in inning number 7. Gage Webster back on the mound. First pitch misses, ball 1. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error for the Nooks. 3-6-0 for the Miners. Boy, this would be a big win for the Nooks for sure. Can hold on here. Still got a lot of baseball in front of us in the last few innings. The Miners took over first place yesterday. And so the league is so tight this summer. All these games, everyone just bounces around in the standings. There's a ground ball to Leo at second base. 1 up and 1 down in the Miners 7th. That was Cooper Vest grounding out. He's now 1 for 3 on the night. Landon Rogers steps in, 0 for 3. Couple of strikeouts, pop up to first. Starting tonight, the Miners at 15 and 11. The Bucks at 15 and 12. That game behind Kyle. Bucks only a half game behind at 15 and 12. Then it's the Pilots at 14 and 12. Pop up right field playable. Austin Young underneath it, and he'll grab that one for out number 2. Boy, Gage Webster has done a really nice job. He's retired 5 Miners in a row. And since coming on, has only allowed a couple of base runners, struck out 5 batters, and he's about to go 1, 2, 3 here in the 7th. You got some activity in that bullpen. Looks like, I'm not sure. There's a grounder to Leo on the first pitch. And it's going to be a very short and quick 7th inning for Gage Webster. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. As we go to the bottom of the half of the 7th, it is time to stretch it out. 4-3 Chinooks.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to our 7th inning stretch. Brought to you by Edward Jones, Gavin Rubin, and Scott Strickland. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's all sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
44 for Gage.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if we ever get back or it's root for the show. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out in the old ball game.
All right, we're talking to Austin Young, and second-year Chinook.
Yes, sir.
Talk to our fans and the family about where you're from, where you're playing ball, and what your impressions are here second year in as a Chinook.
Yeah, so I'm from Fresno, California. I go to the Masters University in Southern California. I'll be a junior this upcoming year, and I mean, this second year has been incredible. I mean, there's nothing like it. The group of guys that we have is incredible. It's been a lot of fun so far.
How would you compare last year's experience with this one?
Last year's was a lot of fun. We struggled a little bit, but I mean, the group of guys was still incredible. This year, I mean, kind of the same thing. I mean, we're doing pretty well,
right.
I think. And the group of guys, we've just grown together like a lot closer and so much quicker of a time. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, how fun is it to have some of your teammates from your school to be on this team?
Oh, it's awesome. It's it's a great opportunity to just grow with them and in a little bit different environment, kind of playing every day. But I mean, still kind of the same same opportunities to grow in our faith, grow with each other in our relationships with our teammates, and yeah, it's been great.
Well, how do you think? Now you've gone through this a little bit in the past with the Masters because we seem to have had a couple of guys on our team every year. What's it like going back to the Masters, having this as part of your relationship with those guys, and how's that?
I mean, specifically with the teammates from the Masters, I mean, we definitely grow a lot closer, especially living with Ryan. I mean, we're seeing each other every day, just about waking up in the mornings and stuff, and we're just having opportunities to learn a little bit of different stuff from different guys, teaching us through the scriptures and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Talk about your favorite, maybe off the field Alaska unique experience this summer. Have you had anything funny or fun that you want to share with people?
Definitely, just the hikes. I mean, the views are incredible. We hiked Baldy like last week or something like that, and I mean, just the views up there are insane.
Well, today we got a clear day for the first time in a long time. So I actually got a peek at Denali from my host family today. So pretty cool stuff. Austin, I've appreciated watching you for 2 years. You're a leader on this team. Love your energy for the game. And I wish you and all your Masters teammates nothing but the best as you go back. But we got a couple more weeks of baseball. We're going to try to win the ABL this summer.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for taking the time.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sean.
All right, a big thank you to Austin Young for his interview before the ball game today. In the interim here, a ground ball by Tommy Rover led the inning off, and Ryan Matheson knocked one into left field. That ball's pretty well hit to left field, but going to be playable out there, and making the catch is Landon Rogers for out number 2. Pretty well hit by John Whitney, and just couldn't quite get enough of it to get it over Rogers' head. 2 outs in the inning. Matheson knocked a single on the first pitch he saw into left field in the 6th hole. Now it's tied back for the 4th time. 2 walks and a strikeout for Ty. See if Ryan Matheson tries to get a bag here. Got a 1-run game. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Ryan Matheson does not have a stolen base this summer. He's 0 for 0. The 0-1. Big breaking ball. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Well, you might go here just to give Ty a new count next inning if you get thrown out. Next pitch. Boy, he got jammed, and coming in to make the play is Hannes, and he'll make it. It's a no-run inning for relief pitcher Ethan Lyke, who is the new pitcher for the Miners. 6'1", 180, a left-handed freshman from Murray State, native of Evansville, Indiana. He does give up 1 hit, no runs. And as we go to the 8th inning, it's still 4-3 Chinooks. All right, we're out in the Chinook bullpen with Noah Tincher. And Noah, just a little bit about where you're from, school you go to, hometown, that kind of thing, just to get people introduced to who you are.
Okay, so I'm Noah Tincher, left-handed pitcher. I'm from Hamilton, Ohio, which is just north of Cincinnati, so southwest Ohio. I grew up in the same area, same house, and I went to Baden High School, which is in downtown Hamilton.
Okay.
And then after my high school career, I committed to St. Joseph's University, which is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, about 10 hours away from home.
Oh, okay.
So I moved pretty far away, and just been enjoying my time out there ever since.
How did you end up being a Chinook? What's the story behind that?
So 2 years ago, I have a teammate named Pat Shear that I played with for the past 2 years at St. Joe's, and Pat played for the Scouts 2 years ago. And so
we gave you the lowdown on AIA.
Pretty much. So we talked about it a little bit, and then he's stayed in touch with Tim ever since, and got me. Well, Tim was actually trying to recruit him to play for the Chinooks this year, and he was kind of done with baseball. He just graduated, so he kind of gave.
He's got a buddy though.
Yeah, gave Tim a couple of names of guys that would maybe like to come out here, and I was one of those names, and everything just worked out perfectly for me to end up out here.
Have you played summer ball before in a long-term summer league like this one?
Yeah, so I played in the Great Lakes League, the same
Okay.
league as the Scouts last year, but I played for the Hamilton Joes, so
Okay.
my hometown, yeah.
So you've been through the grind that I think Great Lakes League is similar, maybe a few more games. Is that about right?
I would say, yeah, there's a little bit. If I had to guess, the off days would be just because we're in Alaska,
Right.
and they want us to enjoy the scenery and
Yes.
everything. But yeah, I would say a few more games usually.
So that's my next question. What have you enjoyed about being in Alaska?
Honestly, like, it sounds weird, but I was talking to Mark about this earlier. Is that I step outside like it's a breath of fresh air every morning. Like living in the middle of the city in Philadelphia, like you don't really notice it until you get here out in the fresh air, and it's like every morning it's like, wow, like this is amazing.
Every year we've been coming up 11 years, my wife and I, and the first breath I take at my host family's, it's different. It smells different.
Yeah.
There's a freshness to the air. I totally agree with you. So
Yeah.
anything else you want people back home to know about your experiences? Anything fun or funny that you have had happen to you, or that you've been, since you've been up here?
I could keep you here all night telling stories.
Is there one favorite, or maybe one?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't really have a favorite.
No
story,
wildlife
but,
stories, or?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay,
I
well,
wish.
that's,
I mean,
I'm glad you haven't encountered a bear. We've had a couple guys tell the bear story.
Right. I've definitely gone out searching for them. But I think.
Did you have bear spray? Or?
I did. Oh yeah,
Okay,
I had
very
bear
good.
spray. I think just my favorite couple of memories are just both my parents being able to come up here.
That's
and
awesome.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So how long were they to be here?
My dad was here for a full week, and then my mom is here now, and she'll be here for a full week as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, what a great place to share some time with your folks. So I'm happy that's the case. I'm happy you're on this team. Thanks for taking time. Look forward to seeing you throw some more here in the last couple weeks of this summer.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you to Noah Tinchin for giving me some of his time before the ball game today. The Miners, a leadoff strikeout to Rogers, and a hit batter, Bejarano, got hit by a pitch, and that's going to be all, as it looks like it's Aaron Plotkin coming in for the Nooks. We'll give you some numbers on Aaron in just a moment. All right, the new pitcher is Aaron Plotkin, and Aaron is 6 foot 210, a right-handed junior from Stephen F. Austin University in Northeast Texas, just down the road from Tyler, where we reside. About 45 minutes away from Tyler is Stephen F. Austin. He is a native of Dallas, Texas, and for Aaron, this will be appearance number 8 of the summer. 1-1 with a 2.13 ERA. 12 2/3 innings, 12 strikeouts, 5 walks. Aaron's given up 7 hits in those innings. And his job now is to just shut this down. A 1-run game. And Aaron has been so good in these situations. And this will be his 3rd appearance against the Miners. He pitched on June 5th, 2 innings against the Miners. He threw 2 more innings on June 23rd. And so this will be his 3rd appearance against the Matsu crew. And he will face the 8-hitter Alex Thurston with a runner at first base and 1 out. So Gage Webster is now out of the ballgame. You can close the book on him, as He goes 3 in the 3rd innings, strikes out 6 minors, and does not give up a run. So nice job by Gage. I don't know, what was the final pitch count for Gage? Give you that final pitch count. He started that last inning with 44, so it's probably going to be right around 50 or so. 50, low 50s maybe. First pitch by Aaron Plotkin off the plate, ball 1. 51 pitches for Gage Webster, so nice job of holding the game for Gage. And now it's in Aaron Plotkin's hand. 1-0 pitch, misses high, 2-0. Last time Aaron pitched was the 10th, and so that was 3 days ago. Today's the 13th of June. Happy birthday to my sister Janine today. Good conversation with her. Threw an inning and 2/3 against the Oilers. Fastball. Mr. Umpire was going to call it a strike and changed his mind. Might have been a little bit high. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. That's going to catch the outside corner, 3-1. Well, with 1 out, you'd love to get that twin killing right here, the flip and dip double play. Thurston on the day, 1 for 2. He walked, drove in a run with an RBI single, and reached on an error by Ryan Matheson. 2 good fastballs on the black, and it's a full count on shortstop Alex Thurston. Thurston has played like some other guys in the league around the infield. He's played second, and he's played short. He might have even played some third early in the year. Breaking pitch, fouls it straight back. We'll do it again. 4-3 Chinooks, the tying run on base here in the top of the 8th. Absolutely beautiful night here in Chugiak, Alaska. Started the ball game at 72 degrees, and that's where we're staying. The sun is still out. Land of the midnight sun. And I think you're getting a really good picture on the broadcast of just how picturesque this ballpark and the surroundings are. What you can't see is back behind the first base side of this field are more green mountains like that one. So just an amazing setting to play baseball in. The next payoff pitch, missed low. Good at bat by Thurston. And the Miners have 2 on and 1 out. First walk for Aaron Plotkin. And that'll be the first walk since way back in the 3rd inning. So 4 walks unofficially for the Chinook pitchers. Now it's the 9-hitter, Sebastian Tomerlin. 2 strikeouts and a walk. He's 0 for 2. Aaron from the set. The pitch. That ball's hammered, but way foul. As there's some portalettes down in that right field corner. As one of the Miners goes into a portalette. Those pitchers. They got easy access to the portalettes down there. There's 3 of them down there for the, added an extra one for the softballers yesterday. 0-1 to Tomerlin. The pitch popped up. That's going to get out of play the other way. Somebody's got a souvenir now off to the left side.
Brought to you by Northwest Carpet Company, the right direction in Florida.
No balls and 2 strikes. Well, you got 2 on, 1 out. And boy, an infield pop-up, a strikeout, or a double play would be in order for the Chinooks right here. Here's the pitch. And boy, just flipped his bat out there, stays alive. And headed toward the souvenir stand. Here comes Connor Brown. He's got the pullover on with nothing underneath it. Go with the bare-chested look. Well, I lied. It's 67. The temperature has dropped a bit. I don't know why it didn't come up a moment ago, but it trickled down to 67 degrees. Still beautiful here. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. There you go. Big strikeout for Aaron Plotkin. And that'll be Plott's first strikeout of the night. 11 strikeouts for Chinook pitching tonight. Back to the top you go. Steven Lancia, who came on and pinched hit in the 4th inning. 1 for 2. RBI single his first time up. And a strikeout swinging in the 6th. So 1 for 2 for the Miner slugger. He's their best hitter average-wise. 407 coming into the ballgame. First pitch misses, ball 1. Well, we thought it might be just a pinch hit opportunity for Lancia, but he actually stayed in the game. And they moved the catcher, Braden Rogers, out to second base. So Nolan Tucker was the player that came out of the ballgame as a result of that sub. Breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate. 1-1. It's a big at bat right here, as Lancia usually in the 3 or 4 spot for the Miners, in that leadoff spot ahead of Caleb Hannes. 2 outs in the inning. And I would think you'd be very careful. And that ball got through the 5-hole. A breaking pitch, a wild pitch. And normally that's a ball Blake's going to block. Didn't happen that time. And that'll move 2 runners into scoring position. So wild pitch. And now you really got to work hard if you're Blake Wilhoit. Tying run 90 feet away with a 2-1 count. And with a base open, boy, just got to be careful here. Might go with one of those unintentional, intentional walks. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. And, boy, I'd stay with that the rest of the at-bat. Throw him about 4 more in a row. Last time he knocked one through that hole, and we're giving him a huge hole. I might want to move Leo over a couple of steps. He's going to sneak over now. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball foul, third base side. I would bet that if I had a spray chart in front of me, that Lancia's spray chart probably is pull side. But tonight, he did a great job in his pinch hit at bat with 2 strikes of taking what he got, took a fastball, and knocked it through that 4-hole. And that 4-hole's pretty big right now. The next pitch. High fly ball, this will do it. Kevin Duran in center, plenty of time. Makes the catch, and there's your inning. F8 if you're scoring at the house. And Aaron Plotkin leaves 2 in scoring position, and we're going to the bottom of the 8th. The Nooks got a chance to get some insurance this inning. It'll be 9-1-2. Kevin Duran, Austin Young, Ryan Lineggio. Back in just a minute. Welcome back to Chugiak, Alaska. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play. Shane Steffen, the stat man, his computer hasn't come off. He's been solid all night. I don't know what happened earlier, and we do apologize. We've had all kinds of just random incidents tonight. We've had a ball come off the camera that froze us up for a while. But the internet issue, I don't know. That's the first time that's happened here at home. And so we apologize for that. We're going to try to keep efforting as much as we can here to get you the pictures and the sound. And the Nooks will take a 1-run lead to the bottom of the 8th inning. And here comes Kevin Duran for the 4th time tonight. Got hit by a pitch, walked, and laid down a sac bunt. So Kevin does not have an official at bat yet, his first 3 plate appearances. Ethan Lake, 4th time he's pitched against the Nooks, and that last time was July 11th, just a couple of days ago. He also threw back on July 8th and back on June 23rd, so 4th time for Ethan Lake to face the Chinooks. 2 of those were wins, 8th and the 11th. He got credit for the win, throwing 5 innings on July 8th. There's a ground ball to third. This is a tough play. Long throw, and Hannes makes the play. Caleb Hannes, well, he caught that ball way behind third, and he had to make a long throw, and he got the runner. So 5-3, if you're scoring at the house, Duran makes the first out of the inning. Now it's Austin Young. And Audie in that leadoff spot tonight, been on base 1 time. Ground ball in the first pitch up the middle. This is going to be Thurston, the shortstop, making the play. And there's quickly 2 outs. So a 5-3 and a 6-3 brings up Ryan Lanasio. And Leo, RBI walk his last time up, bases loaded, and he got walked. He doubled and scored in the 5th inning, grounded out to second in the 3rd inning, and his first at bat he walked. So officially in the books, he's 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI, and he takes ball 1. Ethan Lake, 6'1", 180, a left-handed freshman from Murray State. He's an Evansville, Indiana native. 2 outs, nobody aboard, bottom of 8, the pitch. Line shot left field. That's down, and that's going to be extra bases. Into the corner of this field, and Leo will stand up with a double with 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Second double of the ball game for Ryan Leonasio. And boy, you'd love to get another run here in the 8th if you could. Now it's Ryan Callahan. Callie, a sac fly to right field to drive in a run. And right now, that's the difference in this game. Grounded back to the pitcher, popped up to second, and had an infield single. So officially on the night, he's 1 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch to Callie. Takes a whack at it, fouls it off right side, strike 1.
And foul ball brought to you by 3 Bears, Alaska.
Well, we'll be back at it tomorrow night, same bat time, against the Peninsula Oilers. Next pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 8th inning. Nooks trying to add to a 4-3 lead. Kick and the pitch. Line drive, caught at second base. Boy, he smoked that ball. Almost took the glove off of the second baseman, and that second baseman is Braden Rogers. So L4 will end the inning, and you get no runs on 1 hit. You leave 1 guy on base. Now you've left 11 on base for the ball game, and you've left 6 in scoring position. We'll go to the 9th inning. You need 3 outs for a Nook win. 4-3 Chinooks. All right, we're making the change that Coach Cole has done a number of times this summer. You go straight 9-man lineup, so you've killed the DH. And Logan Mance now playing third base for the Chinooks. So John Whitney out of the ball game. Logan Mance will be batting in the 7 position if you're scoring at the house. And now you got Ryan Matheson on the mound.
We also had another defensive change for the Chinooks. In center field, we have number 2, Mike Kelly.
So Mike Kelly is now taking over for Duran. Just got notice of that. So another defensive change here in the 9th inning. First pitch misses high and tight. Strike, or ball 1, excuse me. This is Caleb Hannas.
Caleb Hannas.
He had that nice play last inning. He leads it off here in the 9th. Fastball misses away. Well, we're going to give you some info on Ryan Matheson. 6'1", 200, a right-handed sophomore from the Masters. Ryan is 4-0 with 2 saves. Ground ball, foul, third base side. This will be appearance number 8 for the sophomore from the Masters. 3-0 with a 2.07 ERA. He's got 2 saves, 8 2/3 innings, 11 strikeouts, 2 walks. So those are really healthy numbers for Ryan Matheson. And he's looking for 3 more outs without giving up a run. The 2-1 misses inside. Well, right now, Gage Webster would be the pitcher of record if the Nooks can hold on here. A 3-1 count, the pitch. Line shot, that's trouble. Into the corner of this field, and that's extra bases. And a leadoff double by Caleb Hannas. And boy, the Miners are right where they want to be right now. Good swing right there. He drove it into the corner. And a save opportunity for Ryan Matheson. And you got to work even harder now. Cooper Vest. That's going to be the first hit of the night for Caleb Hannas. He's now 1 for 5. Cooper Vest is 1 for 3. He doubled back in the first inning. Walked, struck out, grounded out to second. And now you got a chance to tie this game. And the meat of your lineup coming up. There's a line drive to left, and that's going to fall in front of Callahan. The runner's going to be sent home. The throw to the plate will not be in time. We're tied. So back-to-back hits. And I think for the, well, I don't know if absolutely, but I was going to say the first time this summer there's a blown save for Ryan Matheson. We have been in this kind of game before, and the Nooks have come back and won. So, but for now, the Miners back-to-back hits, and they've tied it, and still a runner at first. Now you got Landon Rogers stepping in. He's 0 for 4 tonight. A couple of pop-ups and a couple of strikeouts. You think about bunting right here. And not showing bunt. Ball 1.
Now batting for the Miners, number 16, Alex Fagar.
Oh, you got a new hitter. Excuse me, it's not Landon Rogers. Number 16. And this is Alex Vergara. That's who we thought came in. Boy, that's solid strike right there. Called a ball. I have no idea where that was. Pretty good spot, and that's frustrating. 2-0 to the pinch hitter, Vergara. Next pitch, popped out of play. So Rogers is going to be out of the game. And we'll see how they want to play it defensively in the bottom half of the 9th. But Vergara now hitting in the cleanup spot for Landon Rogers. So Rogers now out of the game. We're in the 9th inning with nobody out. 1 run's in and we're tied. The pitch. Another good pitch. And evidently a little bit low. 4-4, top of 9. 4-8-0 for the Miners, 4-6-1 for the Chinooks. 3-1. Missed inside, ball 4. Well, right now, just observing Ryan Matheson, he's almost got too much juice. Just hadn't been out there in a while. And here comes the babe. And now it's Caden Carpenter. Carpenter on the night is 1 for 3, a strikeout, a walk, a single to center, and a ground ball to second. Easton Babe out there to try to settle things down a little bit. The Nooks tied 4-4. And you might have a bunt right here with Caden Carpenter at the plate. And Carpenter, an outfielder.
For the Miners, number 38, Caden Carpenter.
This is not a bad spot to think about laying down a drag bunt, because Logan Mance cannot vacate third too early. And the worst case scenario is you move the runners. No bunt there. Up the middle, base hit. Miners are going to take the lead. The throw comes home, and the runners will go to second and third. Now Ty's got a run down. He's going to dive for the runner, and he does. He gets the out, but another run comes home. And probably not the best of choices there from Ty, is that you do trade an out for a run. And we had a 2-run play and a 2-run swing on that play. The Miner dugout erupting. So Carpenter gets the single up the middle. He'll drive in a run as Cooper Vest was at second base when that play started. So the RBI will go to Carpenter. Landon Rogers ended up coming home on the tag play. And so Carpenter was tagged out by Ty, 3U. I don't even know how you score that in a point streak, so good luck with that one, Shane. There's 1 out in the inning. The bases are empty, but 3 Miner runs are in, and they lead by 2 now. Boy, really tough turn of events right there. 0-2 pitch, grounder to short. Tommy, backhand, long throw, and you got him. Nice play by Tommy Rover, and there's 2 outs. Well, you get caught in that moment, and it was almost like a first and third situation where Ty thought he had the tag and couldn't quite catch the runner. By the time he caught him, he actually dove, left his feet, and that made it very easy for Alex Vergara to come around and score. He was at third when that rundown occurred. Ty took the cutoff out by second base and ended up running all the way back nearly to the bag. And by the time he made that tag, Vergara raced home with the 3rd run of the inning. First pitch is in there, strike 1. And we got another new hitter here. This is not Baljarano. Fly ball, that's number 10. And this is playable for Mike Kelly in center field for the final out. So F8 will end the inning, and that hitter was Ace Whitehead. So Whitehead pinched hit for Bejarano, and he flies out to center to end the 9th inning. But now you got work to do. You had a 1-run lead. The Miners come up with 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave nobody on base, and they have a 2-run lead. You need 2 to tie, 3 to walk them off. 6-4 Miners. Trying to sort out all the defensive switches here. As first batter is Blake Wilhoit. It's 1-1. Fly ball left field. This should be playable. And that's in fair territory, and that's one out. F7 for Wilhoit, and there's one out here in the Chinook ninth inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, now coming up to bat here, Chinooks is number 6, Tommy Rover.
So I don't know who caught that ball. 16 is in left field. So Vergara took over for Rogers in left. So that's a straight change. Rover fouls off the first pitch he sees, strike one.
That foul ball brought to you by AFL-CIO Labor.
I think we got all the switches now. They're trying to figure out who was playing short, and it's still Alex Thurston. The 0-1 to Tommy. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Flipping over from the right side now against the left-handed reliever, Ethan Lyke, who now is in line for the win. The 1-1. Fouled off, it's 1-2. 4, 5, and 6 for the Chinooks. Wilhoit, Rover, Matheson. And you're down to your last 2 outs now. After having a 1-run lead going to the top, a series of events to lead the 9th off in. Miners are going to pull a rabbit out of a hat here. You had everything set up how you wanted it to. And Caleb Hanna's a double to lead the inning off. Cooper Vest drove him in and tied it up quickly. You walked Vergara in an RBI single by Carpenter. There's a little blue bender right, and it's going to carry out deep enough. Easy play for Caden Carpenter. There's 2 outs. Well, they earned just about everything. The only thing that you gave them was that walk to Vergara. And other than that, the Miners double, single, single, and 3 runs come home. And now you're down to your last out. Ryan Matheson, 1 for 4 tonight. First pitch swinging. This should do it. Hanna's up with it, throws high, and the ball gets away. And Ryan Matheson will scurry back to the bag, E5. So Hanna's has made some good plays, not that time. He let it fly and it airmailed it over Cooper Vest's head, and the Nooks have life here in the 9th inning. Now it's Logan Mance for the first time. So you just need another base runner here, or you need Logan to go yard. No pressure, right? 2 outs, 1 aboard. Ethan Lyke trying to finish it up for the Miners. He came on in the 7th inning in relief. He's been in ever since. And posts a couple of zeros. And with a 3-run 9th inning by his teammates, he is 2 strikes away from earning the W. 6, 9, and 1 for the Miners. 4, 6, and 1 for the Nooks. The 1-1 to Logan Mance. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Now you're down to your last strike. Got a battle here. Not an easy spot. Logan's been sitting over there for the better part of 8 innings. Came on and played defense, and now he's going to see his first live at bat of the night here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the 1-2. Off the plate, 2-2. Miners in first place as we started tonight at 15 and 11. And you foul it off. Battling tough is Logan Mance. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Brought to you by Napa, your Alaska-owned Napa Auto Parts.
Left-handed freshman from Murray State, Ethan Lyke, the pitch. Breaking pitch, got away from him. It's a full count. Well, all you can ask here is to try to get another base runner on. And then it's Ty Beck. The payoff pitch. Fly ball center field, this should end the game. Tomerlin under it, makes the grab, and that's your ball game. F8 will finish the bottom of the ninth for the Nooks. And a 0 in the ninth, your final line score. The Miners, 6 runs on 9 hits. They commit 1 error. The Nooks, 4 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up and let you know what's next for these two clubs.
If you need anything to be unplugged, if you cannot flush, make sure you call Courtesy Flush.
No score until the 4th inning, and the Miners would score 3 runs in that inning. And, boy, the walk was the bugaboo in that particular inning. Grant Rising, the starting pitcher, gave up I'm sorry, that's the wrong inning. He did walk 1 batter, but an RBI single by Thurston and an RBI single by Nolan, or pinch hitter Steven Lancia, were the big hits in that inning. 1 walk in the inning led the inning off. Carpenter walked, and he ended up coming around to score. So you had RBI ground out by Bajarano, and it was 3-0 Miners. The Nooks would score in their half of the third inning as, now is that right? 4th inning. A 1-out walk to Rover, another walk to Whitney, another walk to Ty Beck, and another walk to Kevin Durant. So 4 walks in the inning gave the Nooks their first run of the ball game, and your score was 3-1. The Nooks would make it 3-2 in the 5th inning on an RBI single by Blake Wilhoit up the middle, and it was 3-2. The Nooks would take the lead in their half of the 6th inning. Infield single by Whitney, a walk to Ty Beck, a sacrifice bunt by Kevin Durant moved them over. A walk to Austin Young, another walk to Leo, and it was and a sac fly by Callie, and a 2-run 6 would give the Nooks a 4-3 lead. They would hold that all the way to the 9th. It's set up exactly how you wanted it to, with Ryan Matheson, who's 3-0 and 2 saves coming in. Every time he's pitched this year, it's been either a win, he's gotten a win or a save, but it wasn't to be tonight. As in that 9th inning, Caleb Hannes would lead the 9th inning off with a double for the Miners. Cooper Vest would quickly drive him in with a single to left field. Eric Vergara would be the pinch hitter. He'd draw a walk, a single by Caden Carpenter, and a play that was very strange that ended up netting 2 runs. Carpenter would get 1 RBI, but Vergara would come around all the way to score on a play where they tagged the runner at first base. Tybeck ran him all the way back, but another run came home, and it was a 3-run 9th that led to the undoing for the Chinooks here tonight. So let's go over the box scores and give you some stars of the game for both clubs here. And we're waiting on that. And that's not what I need. Let's go back to this. No, that's not it. Okay, here we go. So on the Miners side of the box score, they got 2 guys that have more than 1 hit. Cooper Vest 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Carpenter 2 for 4 with a run scored. He had 2 RBIs tonight. So those are your stars of the game for the Miners. Cooper Vest, Caden Carpenter. On the pitching side of it for the Miners, your starting pitcher was Camden Dahl. Dahl goes 4 1/3, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. He walked 5 and struck out 3 Chinooks. Then it was Vincent Bianchi for an inning and 2/3. Bianchi would give up 2 hits and 2 runs. They were both earned. He walked 3. He struck out 3. And then Ethan Like, he'll earn a win tonight. 3 innings of work for Ethan Like in his fourth appearance against the Chinooks. 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs. He did not strike out a batter, but he did not walk a batter. So Ethan Like is your winning pitcher tonight for the Matsu Miners. And quickly, let's look at what his pitching records will tell us. He's now 3-0. So Like gets the win, and he goes to 3-0. Your losing pitcher is going to be Ryan Matheson. And Ryan Matheson will go to 3-1 on the year, as we had a 1-run lead, and the Miners able to overcome that on the road in earning their 16th win of the year. They are now 16-11 and will hold on to first place in the ABL. The Chinooks will stay in 5th place as they drop to 10 and now 16 on the season. And so that'll wrap up tonight's game. What's next for these two clubs? Well, let's pull up the Miners' schedule and tell you what they're going to have tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow's the 14th. Miners are off tomorrow. Their next game is the 15th, was this Saturday, and they'll host the Oilers. So both these clubs will host the Oilers in their next ball games. The Chinooks got the Oilers tomorrow, and the Miners will host the Oilers after an off day on Friday. And so that will wrap things up for tonight. We'll try to wrap things up on a positive note here as the Nooks take one on the chin, giving up 3 in the 9th, and it never makes you feel too good. This was game number 26, and we're going to read from Isaiah 26, verses 3 and 4. See how quickly I can find that. And they read like this: "You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord God is an everlasting rock." So there's your verse of the night for game 26. It's Isaiah 26, verses 3 and 4. Keep your mind on the Lord. He will keep you in perfect peace. Thanks for watching tonight. Thanks be to God who gives us the victory through Jesus Christ our Lord. The Nooks drop a tough one by a score of 6-4. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night, same bat time, against the Peninsula Oilers. Until then, this is Dr. John Gross signing off from Chugiak, Alaska. So long, everybody.